Hi guys, I missed you guys so much. I really miss talking to you on this channel, so I just wanted to hang out, do a bit of haul, show you some of the things that I have gotten, and also even ask for your opinion on other things. So first thing, I'll just show you right away because I'm very excited. I got this purse for myself, a backpack. And I actually still have my other backpack, which is still working great, but it has become a little too small. I am in love with backpack situation. I guess. I have purses and I try to wear them and I cannot wear them. It has to be a backpack. Like no hands purse is just that's it. That's me right now. So I went with that same brand, Lauranto, I think. So it's nothing really famous. But do you remember I had a small backpack? So I'm kind of gradually getting a bigger backpack, it seems. But I really love this quality of leather. Look at this. I mean, this is gorgeous. I believe it was about $70 when I purchased it. It's real leather. It's really good quality, and it's kind of medium, like upper medium size, so it's on the towards the larger size because I believe it's 12 by 12, so it's a foot size. My other one was 10 by 11, I think, or so. But those 2 inches, you know, they make a difference, and this one's wider. Mainly, I got this one to put my lipstick, and my previous one didn't have small pockets, and I was missing those. So then there's a zipper, which basically I put my phone when I don't use it. When I walk around, it's usually in my pocket anyway. Okay, and then the main compartment is right here in the back, and it's this theft protection type of storage, I suppose. So it is in the back. You can actually see my bottle of water, car keys. You know, there's a few compartments inside for, like, you know, all of your amazing things, and like my huge water bottle fits in here easily. My wallet, and I'm planning on also starting to carry a journal with me. I need to buy one really, because I'm kind of getting over my phone. I know I've said it before, but I'm really kind of not on social media anymore. If I do something on my phone, it's usually either doing my calendar or checking emails or watching YouTube videos or listening to audiobooks. The rest of the time, I don't know. You know, never say never, right? But I just wanted to show you this one because I'm very excited. I love this leather. I mean, it's so satisfying. It's just like, oh, that's so good. I don't know. I have a thing. I think for leather, but it's so beautiful. I don't think I have anything. I'll stop talking. Okay. So next thing I wanted to show you guys is these candles. So I've never purchased or really even gotten as a gift expensive candles. Oh, you know what? I'm lying. I did buy some candles from Judy. She had a collection, and I bought, I think, 4 of them, and I've used them and I loved them. They were, you know, somewhat expensive, but this one I found online because I was looking for good gifts that are not Christmas gifts to give to one of the ladies, to one of the persons that I know that has helped me a lot, and I just wanted to give some kind of gift that I hope most people will enjoy. And I know that, you know, that person's not allergic to scents, so I got her this set, and I read the description. This was about $62 for 4 candles, and it is a luxury candle brand. So it says it's ESMA HOME, and it says Brillo Collection Candle Set. So it's 4 mini hand-poured premium soy wax essential oil infused scented candles. Approximately total burn time 60 hours. And it shows you the names of them in the back. So we opened these yesterday with Daryl and I loved it. So basically I read so much good stuff about these candles and I was like, Daryl, I'm gonna get them for me. so I got them for the lady and for myself to try. So it opens up and it's a beautiful packaging. And here are your candles. And they come with this top. So you guys, I'm obsessed with these. I swear, I smelled them lightly, but I'm ready to smell them again with you. Trying to see if there's names right here. And there are. Okay. So they actually give you the description of everything. Let's begin with the first one. Okay, so this is a pink one. Fresh cut roses and berries. Okay, I'm calm now. Oh, what a great scent, you guys. This is such a complex scenting candle. So it's not just the one note, like the top note that's just sort of screaming at you. It really smells good. Like a perfume, you know, like there's layers and there's different notes. Okay, so note profile, raspberry, blackberry, that's the top note. Oh god, okay. Then middle is damask rose. Did I say damask rose? Damask. I'm sorry. You can see my humor coming through. Okay. Damask rose. I said damask rose. Okay, sorry. Damask rose, green leaves, lily of the valley, and then base notes are lemongrass and gardenia. Girl, I mean, this is so good. And what I also like is that they come with this top. So your candles don't get dusty. And because you're probably going to use them one at a time, you use it and then you cover it. And it stands there. Cute as a button with this little handle, which is so adorable and very classy looking. And then when you're ready, you know, you burn your candle. God, that was a good hit. I know, right? Okay. So continuing. So then the white candle. I read the description. So this is white tea. I'm recently obsessed with everything that smells like white tea because I have soap white tea, I have this white tea, I have, well, I don't know, I think that's it, but you know, oh god, this is so good. Okay, so I should have been like a professionally like perfume tester or something because I'm so obsessed with candles and just good smells. It gives me goosebumps because I can like sense it so deeply. So note profile, lemongrass, bamboo, ginger, that's top notes, lemongrass, bamboo, and ginger. Middle notes are white tea and chamomile. And then base notes are bergamot and lily of the valley. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Okay, I'm gonna rub it on me or something. Because this smells so good. Okay, now let's keep going. The blue one is teak and cognac. Am I saying cognac right? This word, is that pronounced cognac? Or is it like cognac? It's cognac, right? Wow, it's kind of green yellow. Interesting. This is more manly. Like, okay, so this is a beautiful scent too. Actually, you know, it's not actually very masculine now that I smell it. There are notes, probably top notes that come off that are a little bit masculine, but honestly, the more you smell it, the more like complex it becomes, and it's just so pretty. It's not as pretty as the pink and white one, But this one is just more earthy, kind of grounded scent. I love it. So this is top notes are teak wood and leather, and then middle is cognac and saffron, and then the base is smoke, oak, and vanilla. So you can see how it would be more like cologne scent, but it's not. Oh, okay, this is very pleasant. It's still a little too manly for me to do like in the main room, but in the gym where my husband works out, he can use this one. Or maybe, hey, if there's a day that I feel super masculine in my power, and I'll burn that one. I'll say I like the curly stuff, but you know, I like that too. All right, so the last one is champagne and whipped cream. So first impression is this smells like Christmas. I'm guessing there's cinnamon. Yeah, there is. Okay. So top notes are champagne and whipping cream. Middle is ginger and rose garden. Then base is brown sugar, cinnamon, and spice. That's what I mostly smell is the sugar, cinnamon, and spice. It is still very pleasant. I definitely am getting hints of the rose, but it's really overpowered by cinnamon. But I do like it, so it's more Christmassy. Would be great for winter. This would be a great for winter scent because it's not like in your face Christmas, because there is like, you know, rose garden and a little bit of ginger there, so it's a little bit more neutral. It's not like fur, you know, which is very winterish, but it's very pleasant. So anyway, you guys, I'm obsessed. I'm excited to try them out and to see the power of the burn, and then that they give you like the whole look at their other products and such. Also, how beautiful is this for a gift? I mean, for $60, you know, 4 candles that smell exquisite. Nowadays, you know, it sounds like $60 for 4 candles. Wow, that's a lot. But then you go to Target and every candle is $12. So it makes sense that the luxury would be kind of that way too. Bottom line is, I'm not trying to sell it to you. I'm just saying I'm obsessed myself, and I'm excited that I treated myself. And not just the person who I'm trying to treat. All right. So those are the candles. So here's where I need your opinion. I'm kind of have been trying to figure out, what am I doing with my hair? Like, I'm 37. I need like something with my hair. And they usually say, you know, like, if you want to change your hair, don't change your hair, go work out. Because that's usually what it is. You need like strength building or something, which I do, and I do a lot. And I'm very proud of my workout journey so far with my, well, I'm kind of interested in calisthenics right now, which is like your body weight workouts. I still use weight for like squats, to do weighted squats and things like that, but I really truly enjoy the planks, the side planks, the push-ups, things to do with your body weight, and that's kind of on this journey I am. And I'm hopeful to see more progress as time goes on, but right now I'm just feeling more toned, which has been feeling great. So where I'm going with this is I'm trying to figure out something with my hair. So you can see I'm just not sure what I should do. So honestly, I almost cut my bangs the other day myself, but I like stopped myself, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna purchase a few different pieces for my hair and see how it feels before I cut my bangs, because that's definitely a time investment. Okay, so these are, obviously probably should straighten them out a little bit, and they're a little bit more yellow than my hair, but again, I'm just really trying to see what it would look like. So I even left the little pieces here to kind of blend it in, to see if I can style it. I never wear clip-ins anything. Maybe I should. That might actually spruce it out a little bit. How do you do this? Okay. I'm just gonna look at myself here with you. What's the length? Okay. I'm trying to kind of blend it in. I understand this is not what it's actually going to look like, but kind of in the direction. I can't get used to, guys. Something being on my forehead tickling me. Maybe I should put them higher because it's really irritating me right now. And you know, like, I don't have the largest forehead, or do I? Can you tell me for real? Do I have a large forehead? I know I have a quite prominent jaw. My chin is quite large comparing to my lips and the rest of my face. You know, I would probably look more feminine if it was smaller, but this is where I look like, and I like myself. I'm just trying to kind of work with what I got. So again, I do have a lot of forehead, like solid 4 fingers. I think everything I read, like about 3 fingers. If you have like 3 fingers on your forehead, fit only, then you should try not to do bangs because that will like shorten your face even more. But if you have 4 or more fingers, then the bangs could look good on you. And I know I'm sort of an oval, but I feel like my face shape is a little longer. The bottom line is I've been looking at myself too much. But it's just, you know, something I like to play around with. Okay, let's try a little further out. Okay, so you guys tell me, can you see me wearing bangs? And if I do bangs, do I do something like this? Because the last time I've had bangs, I was like 4 years old. I swear, my mom cut them like this straight. And when I look at those pictures, I don't like myself. My mom also used to wear the bangs, and she constantly was saying how much she regretted having them and how much she wanted them to grow out already so she wouldn't have the bangs. So I'm also in that kind of position. Okay, it actually keeps growing on me. I keep looking and I'm like, you know what? Just, you know, not this color, obviously. But I like the kind of wispy. I wouldn't want to do like a super, like this tight, you know, like a little wispy maybe. I feel like I just need more width maybe in some spots and less in others. I really should have straightened these out first because they're kind of hanging funny. Okay, so let's do from afar. And you know, obviously they won't look exactly like that, but something like that. So let me see something. I wanted to also kind of do this side. Okay. Jeez Louise. Oh my god. Okay, that's not working. Okay, so these are the other things I got. And these are more like twirly little clip-ins for these front pieces. I have no idea how you're supposed to put them. Maybe under your hair. Like to hide them. Okay, this is my color, by the way. Kind of like dirty blonde. Okay, that's too much. Maybe if I can curl it together or straighten it a little bit. You can definitely see it though. I would have to release way more of my own hair here. It'd be probably better for like, actually when I don't want any bangs at all. Okay, this just looks like long hair. So again, so you see, so this is no bangs at all. And no pieces either. So if I like grow my hair out, which has become really hard because my ends right here are constantly very thin, so I have to trim them, otherwise they look like, you know, like a little roadkill. I went there, yeah. Okay, so here's me with these kind of pieces with absolutely no difference in length, so no layering, right? I'm sure if I like release my hair too, I don't want to. That would look even better. It would be like extensions. Oh wow, look, it actually matches my ends here perfectly. So these are just the extensions. Again, that's not something I've ever worn, but maybe I should start. So maybe I should do this color. You know, I've been blonde for so long, and this is like a deeper blonde shade. See, that's probably what my real hair is more like this ashy brown. I kind of got a little embarrassed by those little scraggly things that were hanging next to my face, so I just kind of put them up in the bun. And here's another thing I got. I'm trying to get like cute things for buns and just scrunchies. Not always what I want to wear. I wear them every day almost, but sometimes I want something a little bit more classy. So I got these scrunchies with hair in them. That's your hair color that you match, which is basically my a little bit darker. Let's see, it's a little bit more yellow, I think. Here's basically what the bottom of my hair is like. We'll check them out. This is supposed to be dirty blonde. Okay. Definitely not my color. Okay, so this is definitely a little too dark for me. Maybe I'll exchange it for a lighter shade. You know what? Now I'm thinking I should do these things around it. Like do a little clip on underneath. You know, if I pin it right, I think if I pin it correctly, that would actually look really pretty. I might play around with that. I have not thought about doing extensions to cover the bun, but it totally makes sense, right? You just pin it a little bit. Instead of the scrunchie, you just wrap it around. And that's that. So now we're done talking about different products and things. I wanted to give you a suggestion and a little bit of an update. So as you know, I had a bit of a spiritual breakdown a few months back, and most of you guys were really supportive, and I appreciate it so much. Well, honestly, all of you were supportive, because I've read a lot. Probably shouldn't have, but I have. It has made me feel much worse, but also helped me feel like I should listen. You know, I've always been a person who believes in people, who goes with humanity, who goes with the crowd, so to say. Like, how do I explain it? I believe in the goodness in all of the people. And I know that some people, when they're mean, sometimes they actually mean well. Oh, actually, good play on words here. Mean well. Anyway. So a lot of you have suggested that I seek therapy. And I have. After a couple of months, I decided to try it. And I actually went, instead of private practice, I went with like my insurance, the one that my insurance would suggest to me. So I was evaluated and then directed to a person. And I must say, I am in love with this girl. First of all, she's young, but I don't know how to explain it. She's not like a girl, but she's highly educated and she's so fun. It's such a different experience for me this time, because I've always had much older people. And again, not to hate on it at all, but this feels different. This feels like our connection is a little better. And so I don't really see her a lot. Like maybe once a month at this point, maybe twice a month. And the first few sessions we had more frequently, but now not. And the bottom line is where I'm going with this is, right now I'm kind of trying to go outside of all of the spirituality. So as of right now, I'm honestly quit everything and just focus on me. And I find that this was liberating, surprisingly. I will probably go back to spirituality and religion at some point, but at this time, I'm giving myself space and trying to actually recognize what's going on. Why was this a trigger for me? Which was very surprising because I did not see that coming. Out of all of the struggles and things that happened to me in my life, this was the straw that broke the camel. I have been so strong my whole life, and this moment was my breaking point. So that was very interesting to unpack. So I've been talking to her for a while, and she gave me a lot of homework. And some of the homework I actually wanted to recommend to you because I'm very heavily into reading all of that. Because a lot of therapy I find to be is actually not during the conversations, but to a good homework. It's through a good homework that good therapist will give you. So she told me that I need to heavily work with my shadow, myself that I'm trying to hide, that I'm trying to suffocate and not acknowledge. So she suggested to me trying shadow work journals. I went through it, a few different ones on Amazon, and looked through reviews and stuff, and I found this one, and this is the one I really enjoy. I must say, not the easiest thing to do in life, just an FYI. Because when you're just left with yourself, nobody else, you talk to yourself a little differently, don't you? Right? And there's nobody to fool around anymore. There's nobody to pretend. There's no lies you can say. It's just you and the truth. So it's been very fascinating to me. I'm only on lesson 3, I think. 4. I'm barely doing it because it takes me down every time, like into tears, and I uncover things that I didn't realize, and especially mostly self-criticism is quite high. And another book she told me, really just, not just a book, but to look into, but I love this book. It's the Mindful Self-Compassion Workbook. Same thing, there's a ton of different ones. These are just written by some actual doctors. So I enjoy reading about it. I enjoy doing some of the exercises. Others, same thing, are hard. Like, they're painful to do. I keep checking the clock because I have to go pick up my daughter. So anyway, they're painful sometimes. And oftentimes I take breaks, like a few days in between. If it was in some way or shape painful to think about. But I've never understood the word self-compassion. I've kind of I get it, but not really. And this is really helping me. So if you are trying to work on that too, you should. It's a very different approach in life, and I really enjoy it. I think it gives me a better connection with other people too, because I take everything through that same prism and just more aware when I talk to myself, when I talk to other people around me, how I talk to myself after. So it's all very fascinating. So these are the 2 books I would also recommend you trying out if you're into kind of self-acceptance, self-understanding. But the way to that place is through a little bit of pain sometimes, and a little bit of hard work. So you guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope that your holiday season was great. Mine was amazing, and we have lots of happy things happening and awesome things happening too. And I don't know, I'm just living my life and enjoying it. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll talk to you soon again. Bye bye.